Your Drupal site is like a living beast. The software that runs it occasionally needs to be tended so that you can fix bugs, protect against newly discovered security holes, and to add features. You already know how to keep content fresh. This video shows you how to keep Drupal fresh. There are two kinds of update. One is to themes and modules, and the other is to Drupal itself. I'll start with the hard one, which is updating Drupal itself. And I'll do it only on my local machine, but of course you should adapt these procedures to update Drupal on a server. The first question is, how do you find out that your site needs to be updated? Well, if you've been clicking around for a while, eventually you'll come across a warning like this one. There's a security update, and it'll give you some links where you can go to see what those updates are. So I'll click that link, Available Updates. And it tells me that I have a module here that needs to be updated, and the core. As I say, I'll start with the core. The installed version is right here, Beta 3. And the release candidate 1 is out. I'd better go and get that. To manually update Drupal, you have to download a new copy. So I'll go to drupal.org/project/Drupal. Then I find the version that I want. The most recent one will be up near the top, and I download it. Then I go to my desktop, which happens to be my download location. You uncompress that file in the usual way. In my case, I'm using 7-zip file manager. And then you can throw away the file that you downloaded. So this is the new Drupal, and this is the old one, but we can't simply replace one with the other, because remember, we have certain files in the old one that we'll need to carry over. That's easy enough. All of those files are found in the Sites folder. So what you do is you throw away the Sites folder that's in the new Drupal, and you move over the Sites folder from the old one. I'll do it by copying and then pasting here. The last thing we have to do is we have to rename this folder so it has the same one as the old site. So I'll just call this one Old Drupal Bad, and then rename the new one to Old Drupal. Okay, now we're ready to go back to our site and reload this page. Good. The warning that we have to update Drupal has disappeared. We're not done though. Every time you do an update of any kind to Drupal, you have to run a program called update.php. And you do that by going to your domain, deleting everything at the end of it, and typing update.php. There are other ways to do it, but that's the direct way, and I'll show you the other way in just a minute. It gives you some instructions about backing up your database and your code and so forth. We're going to skip those for now, but absolutely read these and follow the instructions. When you're done, click Continue. You'll be told how many updates there are, and you can take a look at exactly what's being updated if you like, but we'll just go ahead and apply them. The procedure usually only takes a few seconds, and if everything worked out fine, this is the screen you'll get. Let's go to our front page, and then go up to Reports and Status Report. That'll confirm that we have the latest version of Drupal, and in fact, there it is. We can check again by running a program manually, clicking here where it says Check Manually. Good, it checked. Now as I go down the screen, I notice that that module is still out of date. Let's click again on Available Updates, and there it is, Token. Now we're going to get into updating a module. It's much easier. All that you have to do is check and say download these updates, and then continue. Now while Drupal is going through this procedure, it's going to take your site offline, but only for a moment. Again, you're warned to back up your site, but we'll just say go ahead. And we're done. Now remember how we ran update.php earlier? This time we get a handy link to do it. So we click, go through the same procedure, and we're done. Once again, I'll go to my front page and then to the reports and the status report. Make sure that everything's good. Check it one more time. Everything's green and we're golden. Now the truth is, in our examples, everything worked swimmingly. And that's usually the case. But that's not always the way it happens, so be absolutely sure you back up before doing these updates. And if you have any troubles, you'll find tips that'll help you in the Troubleshooting a Drupal Installation video.